the computer, record on the computer. Okay, so let's get down to business and let's start talking about parties. So basically, I'm going to speak for about 10 minutes, hopefully, and then Sonia's going to speak for another 10 minutes, and then we're going to probably open it up for like a Q&A afterwards, okay? Oh my gosh, I hate it when the babies cry. It like gives me anxiety, and they're just both in this. It's making them bottles. Okay, so I think Sonia and I will both agree on this when we say we're seeing some of you guys ask questions, right? And the questions that you guys are asking in the thread is this right? Is that right? Do we do it in events? Do we do it in groups? What should we post in them? You know, should we do it for 1 day? Should we do it for 5 days? Should we do it for an hour? Should we do it for 7 days? And I think that the whole thing that you guys should really, really, really remember in all of this is that there is no right or wrong way to do parties, okay? You just want to do them. So for me, like I just said, I'm trying all these new things. I'm trying all these different things. I tried it where I did it in one group, and I just keep adding all of my hostesses and all of their people into one group. And that was really fun, and it worked out really, really well. And so I'm just trying new things. I haven't tried the hour-long party. I haven't tried the 30-minute party. I haven't tried a live party. I haven't tried any of that yet because that's not where I come from, and that's not the roots that I come from. And the thing that I've discovered this month more than anything is that when you go back to your roots, it works, okay? I was a little bit out of touch in my business for quite a while because I got pregnant with twins. I could barely freaking move. I was exhausted all the time. And then I had the babies, and it's just been pure mayhem the entire time. And so I'll be honest, I lost touch with my business. I forgot about a lot of things. I forgot how to do my business, and I was terrified to work as hard as I used to work again. I was really, really scared because I was afraid I wasn't going to get the results. I was afraid I was going to do something wrong. I was afraid that what I was doing wasn't going to work. I was afraid I was going to take all this action and it wasn't going to work. But the fact of the matter is, and the thing that we all have to remember is any action is good action, you guys, okay? Any way that you want to try to do this is a good way. Okay, any way that you want to try to do parties is going to be a good way, I promise you, okay? So what I recommend you guys for doing parties is go into our mock party group. We have 2 of them. We have the older one, which is called the Makeup Moguls Mock Party Group, and it'll say scroll down, it'll say like for Amanda Lawrence's team or whatever. That is a really great group, you guys, and all of that stuff still works. And I'm telling you that because I'm doing it right now, and it still works. Like, I am posting the same kind of content. I'm literally doing, I call it a beauty basics class, okay? Because I am not a professional makeup artist. What I can teach you though, just like none of you guys are professional makeup artists, what I can teach you guys, or what I can teach these people is how to do makeup the way that I know how as the basic lady that I am. Okay. And so people coming into this know to expect, they don't expect, you know, makeup artistry. They don't expect anything fancy. They just expect this wackadilly lady to come in here and teach them how to do their makeup and do their skincare and stuff the best way that she knows how in the most basic way. Okay. Yeah. I'll teach them a little bit of tips and tricks, you guys. Okay. But I think that the most important thing that we all have to remember is that we must provide value. Value is going to be the most important thing in these parties. It's going to be the most important things in your live videos. It's going to be the most important thing in your posts, you guys. It's all about providing value, teaching them what you know. Did you discover a little hack? Did you discover a way to apply your liquid foundation that makes it look even freaking better than it did before? Talk about the mistakes that you used to make with your makeup. Go into these parties, have fun, and make fun of yourself. Be a little, you know, add some hilarity to it, you guys. Add humor. Have fun with it. You know, so for me, and you guys don't need to see inside of these groups. You don't need to see exactly what I'm doing or what I'm saying, because then all that's going to do is make you try to be like me. It's going to make you try to act like me. It's going to make you try to type like me. It's going to make you try to do all the same things that I'm doing, and you're going to forget who you are. You're going to forget what you're all about, and you're going to forget you. And the most important thing that I want you guys to remember is to be yourself and to have fun and to add the value to these people that they're looking for from you. Okay, and that's the most important thing that you need to remember. So basically what I do is I go in there, and the same thing as I have it in my mock party group, you guys, I just edited it to be the person that I am today, because I was a different person then than I am today. And so for me today, I am a little bit more confident. I carry myself a little bit taller. I don't have to fake it as much anymore. You know, I still have my bad days, but I go in there and I have my welcome video. And I let them know, like, hey, my name's Amanda. Here's a quick little rundown of me. This is my life. And I tell them about my life, about like the madness that it is. And I tell them what to expect in this group. Like, this is what it's going to be. And I've done groups and I've done events. Guess what, you guys? Both of them work. Both of them have worked really great. Okay. They've both worked really great. I think that the most important thing to remember though with your parties is that you are there to grow your network, and hopefully you'll make some sales, and maybe you'll get some leads from people who want to join your team or become interested in the opportunity, because at the end of your party, whether it's 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, whatever you choose to do, at the end of it, you're going to pour your heart out. So welcome them, introduce yourself, whatever you feel like needs to be in the body, whether it's you do your skincare and then you do like you break down your makeup routine, whatever it is that you guys want to do. And then you talk about maybe like your favorite 2 collections. And then maybe you make like a video at the beginning of the month about the kudos to add to each of your parties that you do for the month. Okay. And you run it and you post 3 times each day in the party, and you have fun with it. But the most important thing is that you feel good about what you're doing and the value that you're adding to these people, you guys, whether it's in a group or whether it's in an event, you know? And so then at the end of it, I tell my story and I talk about thanks for being here, you know? And it's still, you guys, literally the same exact layout. It's just different videos, different me. It's a different me, okay? And your videos and stuff that you do are going to be a different you. So what I highly encourage you to do is I highly encourage you guys to sit down and maybe write a list down of what's going to make you feel good and what you're confident about giving to people in these parties. What are you going to feel good about giving? Okay. It's all about the vibe that you're going to give them, the energy that you're going to give them. Okay. And at the end, for me, as long as I know that I've provided these people with value and I pour my heart into it and I tell them like, I am so grateful that you were here. I never would have thought in a million years that I'd be doing anything so crazy like this, like these silly little makeup classes. I didn't even know how to do my makeup, you know? But here I am, here you are, you're here, you're watching me, and you're probably thinking, there's no way that I could do what she does. This lady is crazy. Like, there's no way I could ever do anything like this, right? Like, most of us think that. I know Sonia probably, she looked at me when she was in my party, because that's how she found me. She was in a party. And she was looking at me and she was thinking like, I want this confidence that this girl has. Like, I want that. I was not as confident as she thought that I was. But because I portrayed myself as such and I just showed up that day, and for that party I showed up, people weren't commenting very much, but I still kept showing up. And I think that that's really important to remember, is that people are not always going to show up for you in your parties. They're not always going to be commenting. You know, they're not always going to accept the group invite. You know, there's not always going to be people interacting in there. But as long as you're still showing up, you don't know who is watching. Just because Facebook doesn't tell you anyone's watching doesn't mean they're not watching. So you don't stop showing up in these parties, you guys. You don't stop showing up. So yeah, there is another group too. It's the Mock Party group. So there's 2 groups. Pick one, go through the training, you guys. They're both great. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay. They're both really good. Okay. One of them's really old. It's got a lot of detailed training in it. And the other one is a little bit more modern and updated, still has great training in it. Okay. You're going to get great value either way. And they are both in the announcement section. When you tag someone who's new and that Mogul Start Strong post, you'll find it all there. Okay. But the thing I want you guys to know the most is to just do them. Just do them. And just know you don't know who you're going to meet in these things. I know that a lot of people do these, okay? There are a lot of companies that do, you know, online parties and stuff like that now. And I want you to ask yourself, how can I stand out? What can I do that's different? And how can I provide value being myself and being who I am? Give yourself some grace, allow yourself to suck, allow yourself to be a beginner, and don't try to be perfect. And in your parties, I promise you, if you guys are putting out there that you are not perfect, so if you're expecting perfection, maybe you should leave. I'm just a freaking hot mess express, you know, that's what I tell them. Like, don't come in here expecting perfection. I'm just going to be myself and I'm going to provide you some value today, you know? And people love that. Like, they eat it up. They eat it up and they love it. I'm not here to be perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay? Do it the best way that you can. And I promise you, every single time you do it, you'll learn something. You'll get better. Okay? But allow yourself to be that beginner. And I said this on my new presenter call the other night. Just remember, you guys, the power of one more. The power of doing one more party. The power of showing up for one more day. The power of sending one more message about doing the party. The power of, you know, just the power of one more. There's always just that one more. Okay? Imagine if you don't stop and you just did one more. Where would that lead you? Maybe if you sponsored one more person this month, maybe if you made one more sale this month, you know, maybe if you did one more live video this month, maybe if you booked one more party, maybe whatever it is, you guys, imagine where that one more could take you. What if that one more person becomes the next Sonia Aikens on your team because you showed up into that one more party, okay? What if? What if? Just remember the power of one more. So when you want to give up next time, just remember to yourself, say to yourself, the power of one more. The power of one freaking more. What could one more do for me? Just one more. Like at the gym, one more rep, one more sit-up, one more mile, one more minute, one more anything, you guys, just one more, okay? So that's where my heart took me tonight, Sonia. Let's see where Sonia's heart takes her tonight. So let's give Sonia the mic and let's see where her heart takes us tonight. I can't hear you, but you're unmuted. You're unmuted, but I can't hear you. Poo-poo. Can anyone else hear Sonia? Uh-oh. Did you join in with internet audio? I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Just gonna sing. Hair toss, check my nails. Oh, she's gone. She'll come back. She's coming back. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. What's the other song she sings? I can't remember. How does it go? It's so good though. It's so good. It's so good. I don't remember how it goes, but it's so good. I do my hair toss, check my nails. Have you guys heard that song by Bishop Briggs called Champion? Oh, she's back. Let's see if it works. Mic check 1 2 1 2. No. Why isn't it working? Uh-oh. Maybe try your phone. This is good. This is good. Don't leave. Don't you dare leave. Don't you dare leave, you guys. Don't you dare, because she's going to give you guys some freaking heart, and it's going to be so good. You're going to be like, I'm so glad that I stayed. This was so worth it because Sonia is amazing. So don't leave. I promise. Don't. If I see that number go down from 76, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to cry. Sonia is amazing. She's so amazing. Hopefully it works. I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Flip that hair, girl. Flip that hair, girl. I see you, January. Flip that hair. Oh, it went up. Okay, let's see.
That has never happened in the history of Zooms, that my computer was like, sorry, but we cannot detect your voice. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. Hi, you guys.
Give us that voice, Sonia. Give it to us.
Hi. Okay, like that. I feel, see, that's what happens, is that you're all pumped to do something, and then something happens to slam you down, and you start sweating, you start getting all like, oh my God, I don't know. And then you just go with it anyways. And that's what's going to happen in your parties. Okay. That's exactly what's going to happen in your parties. You're going to be all ready. You're going to think you're ready. You're going to go, and then something's going to throw you a curveball, but you're not going to stop. You're not going to stop at all. Okay, you guys? So the reason I brought this up to Amanda, like Amanda and I were talking about Monday Mastery, and I was like, what if we talk about parties? Because you guys, like, August is coming up. Okay. So we should be doing parties all year round, but I'm telling you, like, August is the month, like, it's coming up right now. Okay. So my biggest tip that I had in doing parties, and I didn't really talk about this much. There was a point in my career with Unique that I was like, take. And I just wanted to be the best at everything. And I was scared that anybody else was going to beat me. So I didn't share my top tips. And then I was like, then I developed a team, and I fell in love with my team and the people that were like trusting me to do this with me. And I'm like, what can I regurgitate back to them? So one of my biggest top tips, you guys, was to have parties started towards the end of the month, so that at the beginning, so that they had, so the people that are in the parties had access to the first kudos, like the kudos of July. And then August hits, the party's still happening, and there's a new kudos. So that was like a huge thing of mine, is that that's what would front load my month all the time, is that I would get to $500 in sales immediately. And what, guys, trust me here, if you feel like, if you start your month and it's day 3 and you have $500 worth of sales on day 3, you're like, oh my God, what else can I do? But if you're sitting at 0, then you're still, you feel like you're still working. Do you know what I mean? So that's a huge tip for me to use, to get parties booked right now to go into January. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I met Amanda in a party. Okay. So my sister-in-law hosted a unique party, but I didn't know it was unique. She just invited me to a makeup class. There was 2 parties that I was invited to at the same time, 2 different ones. One was a girl that worked with my brother. Her party was all graphics. Everybody knows what graphics is, right? So like, it's a girl, not even a girl, it was a bottle of foundation, and it said like, paraben free, matte powder finish, will not clog pores, la 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 la, this is why you should get it, $49. Like, it was that, and I'm like, well, I don't really have the money to buy that, so why would I buy anything that, like, I see no value? Like, not that I was saying to myself, I see no value, but why would I buy this when I could go to the drugstore and buy the cheap stuff that's gonna like demolish my face without realizing it? Why would I buy that? And then I check into the other party, that's my sister-in-law, and there's this girl with kids screaming in the background, like having the time of her life, doing these quirky videos and dropping makeup, but yet still looked professional, which indicated to me that like she put effort into this. Like, yes, it was a hot mess, but there was effort behind that hot mess. And I couldn't stop watching. I legit couldn't stop watching. And I ended up joining her team. By the end of that party, I ended up joining, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a party and make my $99 back in Canada, or $119. In Canada, it's $119 to join. I wanted to make $119 back. And so if I did that in a year, that would have been great. If I didn't do that in a year, well, then my husband would have just been allowed to be annoyed with me because I bought more makeup. But that was the goal. And then once I got in, you guys, and I saw what this was all about, and then I couldn't stop. And then I found passion, and I found purpose, and I found more pain, and I dug into the pain, and I freaking ran and built a tribe of women who have my back and I have their back, and I can't imagine my life any other way. So that's how I started with Unique, was through a party, and that's why I'm very, very passionate about them. And I will tell you guys, I stopped partying. I hit black status, and I was like, yeah, cross the finish line, peace out parties, I'm out of here. Like, I worked my tail off on these parties all the way to black, and then I was like, you know what, I'm pretty good in my business where I am right now, I'm just gonna stop. And don't do that. Don't do that. And it doesn't matter if it's black status, purple, orange, green, whatever. If you get comfortable, the second that you feel like, okay, that's when you know you got some work to do. Okay. So this past month, I actually got back into parties too. I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm doing affiliate links, and somebody can say that an affiliate link is not a party. To me, it is, because the goal of parties for me is to make new friends, and I've upped my friends list because of these affiliate links, and I've sold a shitload of mascaras. But my goal is now to go back to those people that did the 4D part, the posting for me, and I'm going to go and do an actual class with them. Because when I hear other people talk about their makeup classes, I'm like, oh my God, I miss that. I miss the action. But I will tell you guys, like, something that people need to understand, and an affiliate link basically is, okay, I could do an entire Zoom on affiliate links, so I'm not going to take up the time here on affiliate links. I'm sure that there's a lot of training in Lash about affiliate links, but basically it's finding one person. So let's just say I see Amber on my picture right now. Amber wants to earn a 4D mascara for free. I'm going to send Amber one post a day to post on her wall about the 4D mascara, her friends are going to see her posting about this 4D mascara. If 7 of her friends, or if we sell 7 mascaras off those posts, she ends up getting a 4D for free, because the Y cash from those 7 mascaras equals a free 4D for that hostess. Boom. Did you get that? Okay. It sounds easy, but there's work behind it all. And that's what I want you guys to understand, that often I find that people are just looking for the easiest way to do something. You know, like, okay, like what's the easiest way to do this? Like, okay, if I do it in groups or events, like which one is going to make it? I'm sure those questions are probably like, which ones are people going to see more, but it doesn't matter. I think that so many people are trying to figure out an easy way to do something. And I will tell you guys right now, it takes work. There's nobody in this business that is successful, and that depends on what your version of success looks like. But if we're looking at status level, if we're looking at rank, if we're looking at income, if we're looking at size of team, anything of that sort, it came from hard work. And it was work where it consumed you, and it was work where you just weren't sure if you were doing it right, and it was work that you didn't stop when it got hard. Because here's the thing, is that you can choose to do these live events, you could choose to do epic mascaras, you could choose to do a 10-day class, you could choose to do a 5-day class. Whatever it is, choose to do it and then become the master at it. Don't stop doing it, and don't change up the format because it didn't work after 3 tries. Change up this format after you tried it and you did it and you did it and you did it and you did it, and you're going to tweak one little thing. Or maybe you've messaged somebody that's your upline and said, you know what, I just completed my 30th party and I would love for you to take a look at this. If you are making sure that you are passionate, if you are making sure that you are professional, but when I say professional, I don't mean like wearing a blazer and glasses. I mean like, you look like you put effort into this. You didn't just like throw something together. Like, you look like you put effort into it. As long as you are showing your passion, you are showing your effort, you are being consistent and showing up on your personal page too, it's going to work. But if you do 3 or 4 of them, or 5 or 10 of them, and you haven't made a sale, whatever. It wasn't about the sales to begin with. Okay. It's about growing your network and meeting new people. Because why do we want to grow our network? Maybe we just don't talk about that enough. Why do we want to grow our network? Because if you're posting a post on your personal page saying it is National Lipstick Day, who wants to grab one of my grab bags or whatever you're doing, and nobody is commenting on your post, it's because the people that are seeing your stuff are not interested. They're just not that into you. You know the movie, like, He's Just Not That Into You? It's kind of like what it's, the people that are seeing your stuff, it's the same people that are seeing it over and over and over. So you constantly want fresh eyes seeing your things, right? And then they're excited. I have sold a bottle of liquid foundation to every single person on my friends list. Well, unless they need a refill, I got nobody that's going to be super excited about this bottle of foundation. I need new people to see my stuff all the time. And then when I have a new crew of people seeing my stuff, and then all of a sudden I go live and I do a why, and I tell my story about how I freaking had postpartum depression and I was working in and out and day in and out and day in and out, and I was still in debt and nothing was going to change. And then this chick shows up in a party with, I don't know what color hair she had at the time, with kids screaming in the background, and she was having so much fun and she was passionate. It changed my life. Then I have people then being like, oh man, I want whatever she's drinking, I want the water that she's drinking. That's what this is about. And that's where the excitement comes into your business. And it doesn't matter what your sales look like, and it doesn't matter how many people you sponsor. But when you have that feeling inside of you that people are appreciating you and you're adding value to people's lives, all that other stuff just comes. It just comes naturally to you. You don't feel like you're fighting so hard anymore, you guys. And where did it all start from? Doing the party and not stopping until you got it figured out. I don't know. That's where I'm going to leave that. But maybe we can answer some questions about like specifics. Like, what do you specifically want to know?
Is that it? You're good?
That's it.
Okay. That was good. That was like from the heart, Sonia. As always, from the freaking heart. Like, I'm like, oh, like, yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dude, like you guys, it's just do it and just find your way while you do it. You know, she does it one way. I do it one way. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, the point is you guys just freaking do it. Just freaking do it. If you do it the way that the training says to do it for a little while, and then you want to go venture off and do it another way because your heart's calling you to do it that way, then do it. That's okay. There's so many ways to do this, you guys. There's so many ways to work your business. There's so many ways to grow your business. There's so many ways to sponsor. There's so many ways to party. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it and have passion, and don't try to be perfect, but put effort into it, you know? And I think that that's the most important thing to remember here. So, let's see, there's a few questions in the chat here. If you guys want to add some questions, and then one of the girls, Casey Lee Wells, she had messaged me privately here in the chat and said that she has a party testimony that she would like to give, and I would love to have her do that. But I want to answer a couple questions first. I haven't gotten to the party part of the mobile start strong document. I'm wondering if I have to have my kit before I do a party. No, you do not have to have your kit to start a party. But it's very helpful to have it, because then you have the products to be able to use and everything like that. I highly recommend that anyone who's new, you grab your booster bundle right the day that you join if you can, because you're probably going to get your booster bundle before you get your kit. And then you'll have products to really start to use to do your parties and to showcase and everything like that. But what you can do is you can go into the MMY products results group, and you can use that material in there, okay? And there's an app called Friendly, and you can actually use that to download pre-recorded videos from the mock party group or whatever, you know what I mean? Those are a little outdated, but you can use it to, you know, download any videos that you find or anything like that, you know? So you can do that. If you don't have
will say too, if you don't have your kit, there's also a 4D lash bash. If you don't have your kit, if you don't have anything, if you don't have one unique product, you can do a 4D lash bash on day one.
Mm-hmm. Just using pictures and just talking about it, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. But I love Randy, like Randy just joined my team. Randy, I love that you're excited and you want to try to do parties without your kit. Like, I love that. That's amazing. You're freaking awesome. And I'm really proud of you. Melissa Ayer says, I've messaged and sent all kinds of stuff. I feel like I'm doing much more work for it to be this unsuccessful. Melissa, you're going to feel that way. And it's good that that's happening, honestly, because you're doing things and you have to get kicked and you have to get pushed down and you have to feel this way before you can have a victory. You're going to become such a warrior and so strong after feeling all these things, because you are getting kicked and you are feeling this way. Because guess what? One day from all of this, you're going to have a victory story, and you're going to have a moment where you're like, wow, it all paid off. It all paid off. All those moments where I didn't think it was going to pay off, it paid off. And so you have to keep doing it, keep learning, keep growing, keep trying, keep discovering new ways to do things, and just try it. But don't try one way. Like, don't try an affiliate link once and then go be like, oh, it didn't work, and I'm going to go try to do a 5-day party now. Don't try a 5-day party one time and then be like, oh, it didn't work, so I'm going to go do an affiliate link now. And then that doesn't work one time, and then you go and do another thing. You have to try the same thing multiple times before you can decide that it doesn't work. But you have to also understand that in your mind, if you believe it's going to work, it's going to work. Okay? It's just going to take a little bit of time. Okay? My party sucked at the beginning of this, you guys. Like, I posted graphics about opening a can of whooplash on people. You know what I mean? Like, your hostess is like $5 away, you know, or whatever. I'm going to open a can of whooplash if you don't order. You know what I mean? Like, a little like whooplash graphics or whatever. Like, it was terrible. But look here I am today, because I realized that I was screwing up and I was doing it wrong, because I kept educating myself, and then I kept trying and getting better. And that's what you're going to have to do. Like everybody had said, Tiffany, Sonia, everybody said, it takes work, you guys. If you want to make 6 figures, whatever you want to make, either way, it's going to take work, some kind of work, okay? So allow yourself to be a beginner, allow yourself to suck, and just keep getting better. Just keep getting better. That's all you can do.
I'm seeing a question about events versus groups. I know that we answered this a couple of times, but I'm just going to like flat out just say do it in groups. Do it in closed group. If you do it in an event, the thing that happens with events is that people have to click, because as soon as you go into an event, the first part that shows up says about. It's an about section. And then they have to actually, oh, am I still on? Yeah. And then they actually have to click on the discussion in order to see all the posts. In a group, it's just a closed group, and you could do whatever you want on, just do it. If you really want and answer the question, just do it in groups.
Okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. I tried it both ways, and I had success doing it both ways, but I mean, that does make more sense that it would be more successful in groups. The only thing that you have to do is you have to make sure that your hostess, like you have to tell your hostess, hey, can you go ahead and send like, 10 or 15 people this message, and come up with some sort of typed message that you copy and paste to her to message to people to get them to accept the invite to the group.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to do that, because people won't see, they'll be sort of like members of the group for a little while, but they won't really see a lot of what you're posting unless they accept the invite. So again, you're gonna have to do a little bit more work, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's totally okay to have to do a little bit more work. You're just gonna have to message your hostess. It's not, so many people would do parties before, and they'd be like, I'm just gonna get my hostess to dump a bunch of people in, and whatever. And yeah, that worked for me for a really long time. For a really long time it worked. Okay. But I ended up having to do more work. Okay. And the more work that I did, the more successful my parties got. So I thought that I could just get people in these groups, post my stuff in the party. I wouldn't message my hostess. I wouldn't talk to her. I wouldn't try to get her to post. And then I started to offer giveaways for my hostess. If you just post, if you just comment on, maybe if you comment on 90% of the things that I post in here, and maybe if you tag your friends in 90% of the things that I post in here, maybe if you get 10 people to accept the invite, and I'm doing this party for 10 people who have accepted the invite, I'll give you a free mascara anyways. You know what I mean? Being innovative. Go buy like a pair of $2 earrings off of the Cute app. You know what I mean? And like offer them to your hostesses. Like, hey, if you get 10 people to accept the invite, I'll send you this pair of earrings for free. Whatever you got to do, let's see. Any other questions? I have people inspire, motivator. That's amazing, Joni. That's so awesome. However, I'm still needing to make money. Yeah, Joni, listen, you can message me privately, and I don't know exactly like what's going on. Question, is graphics okay, or a little live videos best? Deanne, you're going to find all of that in the Makeup Moguls Mock Party group. However, do not post graphics. Don't post graphics anywhere. You don't want to post those on your wall. You don't want to post those in your parties, because people want, at the end of the day, I had this chat with my new girls. I have a chat with all my new girls. You guys, at the end of the day, people are going to do this and support you because of you, because you are who you are, because they connect with you, because they see your face, because they see the makeup on your face, because they see you and they feel your heart. They feel your excitement. They see your chaos. They see that you're doing this and you're showing up and you're working really hard, and they're going to want to support you because of how hard you're working and because of your passion behind this. So if you show up every day and you do your live videos and you do all that stuff, Joni, I don't know if you're going live every day. I don't know if you're posting every day. I don't know if you're in Messenger. I don't know if you're commenting on people's stuff every day. I don't know what you're doing, but if you're doing all that stuff, people see that and they want to support you. So it's important that you don't post graphics, because people want to see you. Is there a set way to coach it? Yeah.
I'm gonna add too, that I think that what tends to happen with new people that come on that haven't had a chance to dive into that new presenters training document yet, or they've chosen not to, is that very often we see other network marketing companies that they are posting graphics and they're getting sales, right? So I'm going to use an example, like a girl that I know that sells 31 bags, and like she will show a picture of her bag and it's on sale for 40% off, and people buy it from her. But what else is she going to do, dude? Like, it's bags, and these bags are very different from a bag that you're going to find in any store. But the thing is with our makeup, what is the reason that people actually wear makeup? They don't wear makeup because they like the color purple. They wear makeup because it does something for their confidence. They're trying to hide something, so we're showing them not to hide it. We're showing them to just be themselves and use the makeup to be artistic and to bring out the beauty that's already inside of them. We can't do that by showing off packaging. We can only do that by showing off the passion that we have for the product. It's not about the product, it's about what's behind the product. So you can go and post a graphic and it's not going to do it might get you a sale from your best friend or somebody that's had their eye on it because they watched a video from somebody else, But if you're posting a picture or a graphic, just like I said, I had 2 parties going at one time, and this one was all about graphics, and this one was all about the passion and the confidence. And I was like, I want to be friends with somebody like that. Like I need that in my life. I don't care about the bottle of makeup. I care about what it stands for. And that's what we need to be talking about.
I don't care about the bottle of makeup. I care about what it stands for. So how can you teach people what that bottle of makeup stands for? You got to show up and you got to talk about it. You got to talk about it, you know? So I'm just going to address a couple more questions. Casey, I'm going to have you do a live and lash. I hope that you're ready for that because I just don't want this to go too long. I've got to get ready to do my live video and stuff tonight. So I don't want this to go too long. Let's see, do you do lives or, okay, so iPhone, I don't know who you are, but you're asking, do you do lives just for the party or share your lives from your page and your party's curious? Okay, so that is all in the Makeup Moguls Mock Party group. It's literally a step-by-step format of what to post. You're gonna create short pre-recorded videos, and you're gonna learn how to use like a little iMovie or whatever, you know, Viva Video or whatever, and you're gonna edit them. It's so easy. You're just gonna, whatever you gotta do to just make them like short and sweet and to the point, 2 to 3 minutes tops, maybe 5 minutes at most, okay? And it's gonna be a few pictures. It's gonna be a few pre-recorded videos. It's all there in the Mock Party group. It's so easy, okay? Let's see, do you do a new group for each party? Yes. You can try to do the same group for each party. I've been trying that. It seems to be a little bit strange for people, but like I said, I tried it. If you want to try it, try it. How do you sell products to get out of suspension? Totally different. You just go look in Lash about how to sell. Look up hashtag how to sell. Can we add our own people to their parties too? No, I wouldn't do that. You want those people to do their own parties. You want to get those people to do a party for themselves. The packaging. Okay. What do you do when they say yes to a party and then they don't respond? You move on.
Next.
You follow up maybe one more time, and then you get another person. You get another, thank you next. You listen to Ariana Grande and you freaking find another person.
While you're looking for a question, I'll speak to that. That is the fear of rejection. Okay, you guys, all this, like we could tell you like the ins and outs of how to do parties, but it stems from fear. And that's a fear of rejection, or that's like being embarrassed because you put yourself out there and somebody rejected you or somebody ignored you. It's not about you, love. It's not about you. It's about them. Something came up in their life, or maybe they got scared that you were going to try to like, you know, get them to sign their life away. Or they had a bad experience the day before with somebody else, or whatever it is, or their dad's in the hospital. Like it's not about you, it's about them. So just your job is to offer an opportunity to somebody to do a party for them, to get them some free makeup. And if they don't want to do it, then that's okay. Next. You still got a business to run.
Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. So Ash just posted all of the groups. She posted the 4D Mock Lash Bash. She posted the old Mock Party group, and she posted the Mock Party training. Here is my suggestion, you guys. My suggestion would be to start, if you're new, I would go into the Mock 4D Lash, okay? Party. If you're new, that's what I would do. If you are semi-new and you've got your products, I would go into the second group, which is our older party, Mock Party group, okay? And the reason why, yes, the videos are older, however, the training is priceless in there. The training in there is priceless. You guys, I used to be obsessed with doing parties, and I was obsessed with perfecting them. I was obsessed with making them work. I was obsessed with doing them. I did like 20 or more a month, you guys, and that group is a result of my obsession in doing parties, okay? And all of that information is still very valid and very true, and still works really, really well, okay? So I would really start there. As you finish that group and you get your stuff filmed, go into the other one and see what it has to offer. That's what I would do. So let me see. Set hostess coaching, that's in the group as well. I don't want this to go super far over, you guys. So look at Ash Nikki says, I copied it to a T and it shot my friends list and network from 500 friends to 3,000 friends. Okay, that's what parties do. Okay, you guys, so I really enjoy doing Monday Mastery like this. I like doing Zooms like this. I like to give you guys content that you want, okay? And I think that this has been awesome. I think that it's been great. The last one we did where we had people ask questions, it's awesome. It worked so good because it's you guys have these questions and you want them answered and you get motivated and fired up to do them all at the same time. So I would like to just keep doing this. Okay, hold on. Somebody just asked me one question privately that I would like to say before we get off of here because it's a very important one. How do you come out of your shell? She said. I don't know who it was because it just says iPhone, but it says, how do you come out of your shell? Gradually. Gradually.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot in front of the other. Okay? My mom's boyfriend is disabled and he can barely walk, and he can't feel anything from his waist, well, not his waist, his knees down. He can't feel anything. And I asked her one day, I said, Mom, how does he walk? And she goes, you know what he said to me, Amanda? He goes, 1 foot in front of the other. He focuses on the step that he is taking, 1 foot in front of the other. And that's what you're going to do. Gradually come out of your shell, 1 foot in front of the other. The power of one more, the power of one more video, the power of one more, post, the power of one more, one more step out of your comfort zone, the power of one more. You guys just remember that. Okay. Allow yourself to be you, be weird, be dangerous, be silly, be stupid, be yourself, cry a little if you have to. You know what I mean? Be scared. Let the world know that you're scared. Let them know. Be real. The world needs more raw and more real. You guys, the world needs more honesty. The world needs more of you. Don't try to be like someone else. Be you. Let the world know that you're scared and that you're terrified. Guess what? They're going to relate to you. They're going to connect with you. And they're going to be like, wow, if she's that scared and she's doing this, I can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what counts. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to say, if you guys could give Sonia Aiken some love in the comments, let her know how amazing she is, and thank her for giving us her time tonight. Thank you, Sonia. I love you. I'm grateful that you were here and that you offered to do this with me. I love you guys, and I am so excited to hear what you guys have to say and how you guys start to run your parties. I want to know I want to see you guys start booking them. Get together, partner up, buddy up, and book parties together. You guys go into our old booking blitzes. You guys look up hashtag how to party and lash out loud. Okay. And you'll find scripts on how to book parties, or just make one up. Hey girlfriend, I just started my new business. I'm really excited. I want to get you some free makeup. I do these makeup classes. They're super basic, just how I know how to do makeup the best way possible. Would you be willing to help me get my business started? I have an opening on Sunday. Would you be willing to rock this out with me? That's it, you guys. So simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, keep it real, keep it you, keep it raw, keep it real. Okay? I love you guys, and I will see you later.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Amanda.